Hey everybody, woohoo! Welcome back to AXION Token Channel, representing woohoo! Superman's in the house. So good to be back, folks. Had a few distractions over the weekend, so sorry. Supposed to do a live stream on Saturday, but got distracted there, so I do apologize for that. But we're back today, so we're going to be picking up the pace here on AXION Token Channel, covering a lot of stuff, and it's a few surprises ahead as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So get in there, folks. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, get into the conversation in the chat. We love a good live chat. If you're watching after the live stream, get your comments in, folks. We'll respond to all those as well. Also helps with the algorithm, so get into there, folks. Very, very cool. Let's get in the house here. I've got a poll on at the moment. What will you do with the increased Bitcoin dividends return back to normal, as it were? So get in there. We've got the Ford Just Hodl, buy more AXION on SushiSwap, buy and stake AXION by Accelerator, which is actually a feature you can do with your wrap Bitcoin divs, or buy something else basically, or pay some bills or something like that. So get into the poll. We've already got 5 votes, so very, very cool. And we'll check that up towards the end of the live stream. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, very, very cool. Get into the chat, folks. We've got Kevin Wilson in the house. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. Also, an AXION token member, so special whoop whoop to you, Kevin, and great to see you as always. I'm feeling good about 2022 generally, so I think it's going to be a pretty rock on situation. Now, I haven't talked so much about Pulsechain on the channel because I'm obviously talking about that on other channels, but Pulsechain, I think, is going to have a nice little feedback through into AXION later on. We'll watch that. There's quite a few AXION holders that have hinted that to me. So I think that might be a little wild card as we head into 2022 demand. So it's going to be fun to watch that as well. So let's get straight into some of the stuff here. I'm going to pull up the old screen. Let's pull it up and bam. No, that's not the right one. Let's pull up the actual screen and let's make sure that it's up. But where did it go? There it is. Bam, there we are. Whee! Just like magic. So it's great to see that up working. And of course, I do have, actually, that's not even showing on there. That's a bit crazy. Oh, there it is. Great. All right, so showing up now. Let's get in. This is the big announcement that came out today, and probably the biggest announcement this year so far. So great to see. Accelerated buyback ratio now reverted. In other words, back to what it previously was, or we'll just use normal as a nice little base pivot. So this is from Pullen, the AXION marketing director. Great to see Pullen. And looks like we should get some good, strong leadership from Pullen into 2022 as the marketing director. So excited about that. As per the Discord announcement or Discord channel previously, just over 2 weeks ago, the accelerated buyback ratio was temporarily changed to 98%, 1%, and 1% buyback. So 98% buybacks, that was to help support the price, and 1% dividends, and 1% team fund, so pay for team costs. So that's what the setup was. Now we're reverted back to normal. So this 15-day period is now complete. So it's just over 2 weeks, and the accelerator has been set back to the most recent normal settings, as we call it. It has changed, I think, at least 2 times at least. 55%, 30%, and 15% is the setting. So 55% buybacks, and that means going on to SushiSwap and buying. So when people buy and invest through the accelerator, 55% of that money they invest goes and buys AXION on the market, and that gets burned, which is beautiful. It also buys up people that are selling into the market, so it's nice. 30% will go as to wrap Bitcoin dividends for all stakers. So if you staked AXION, i.e. through the accelerator, or you buy on SushiSwap and then you stake through the onto the staking platform, AXION staking platform, then you will also get 30% of the what the total buy and stake is through the accelerator. You get 30% of that will go to wrap Bitcoin dividends that gets bought on the market, and that goes back to you. So it's pretty nice. And of course, 15% will go to the team for cost, which is good. I like to see a decent amount going to the team so we get marketing and that sort of stuff going. That's the main thing, and maybe a few extra developments, partnerships, and things like that. Just things that help grow as well. So pretty cool. So the 30% is pretty cool incentive there. Wrap Bitcoin dividends. Obviously, if wrap Bitcoin goes up, then your value of wrap Bitcoin goes up. The other thing, of course, you can use it through the accelerator and buy more AXION and get some AXION stakes, earn cool AXION amounts, and also compound your wrap Bitcoin dividends moving forward. So that's the other benefit you can get. Pretty nice. So on the AXION platform, we're going to go to that in a second, and we're going to look at that a bit more in terms of the APR, the annual percentage return. So we're going to look at that. So obviously over the last 15 days, it's been a little bit lower, well, quite a bit lower because of the dividends reducing down to 1% from 30%. So it's quite a temporary reduction in the annual percentage return, but now that's going back to normal, pretty cool. But however, as previously mentioned, as a follow-up to the video below, which is looking at the tokenomics and the fundamentals of AXION moving forward. So they're tweaking things, trying to get things just right, and they've been improving that for some time, and it has been getting better and better. I would like to host this is AXION, this is Pullen, of course, the marketing director. I'd like to host a community voice discussion to go over the simulations in real time. So that we can discuss any questions or ideas from the community before we make any further changes to the accelerator percentages. So they're trying to just get them tweaked just right. And so this will be hosted in Discord on Wednesday the 19th. So keep that time available if you want to participate, especially if you're an investor in AXION. Wednesday 19th, 10 a.m. PST time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. UTC. So that's Discord. That's on Discord on Wednesday the 19th at 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. Eastern time, or 6 p.m. UTC, which is a good reference for many people out there. So that's the way to go. It looks like it's had quite a few likes from people. I'm going to throw a few likes on here too. So nice on that. So make sure if you can watch this video, do watch the videos. It's Pullen's the modeling they've done, and it's quite intensive modeling. Obviously, human behavior doesn't always match modeling, but it is best efforts to try and understand how you would tweak the tokenomics to get the better result. So definitely, if you can watch that, get onto Discord, go to the announcements, and definitely try and watch that video, particularly if you're going to be at that Wednesday meeting. You definitely want to watch that as well. So very cool. The whole goal, of course, is to support higher price of AXION over time. Sometimes foregoing a little bit of wrap Bitcoin dividends for a few weeks can help to offset special events like maybe a big payday or just any particular hostile period, maybe like a big market downturn, that sort of thing. So it can be useful from time to time. All right, we've got a couple. We've got Kevin Wilson, obviously, in the house. Hi, everybody. Great to see Kevin and Prana. Yo, everyone. Great to see Prana, our moderator, in the house. Very cool. So we're going to get into talk about some of this. So that's the main stuff. We're going to jump over to the accelerator now. And before I move on to there, of course, January's liquidity replenishment distribution has been sent out, 359 million AXION. So that's very cool. I suspect that this must be nearing its end. Maybe it finishes in June this year. There can't be too many of those left. Be interesting to see about that. All right, so let's jump to the accelerator. So we've got doing pretty well here. Now the APR, the end percentage return, that's made up of a formula, and I'm just going to pull it up just briefly. Let me just check my private chat here. No, private chat's fine. So let me just check the formula there. So the formula is this for the 47% APR is the AXION that you earn here, and the maturity value divided by the period that you set there, of course, plus the wrap Bitcoin dividends on top of that, which is below. So that's how they got to the 47% there. It assumes a 15-year stake on average, so pretty cool. And that includes, it's actually inclusive of the daily liquid Bitcoin divs, which you can see indicated by the yearly amount here. So that's the way that works. Plus, you also get a multiple 10x Collider NFT, which can potentially give you a huge bonus in staking if you do win it. So very cool. Now there was someone that just did it recently. They had four particle NFTs, and they just, I think today, and they got 2 of them. 2 out of 4 were successful, which is incredible odds. You have a 4% chance of winning. They got a 50% chance, so it was pretty amazing. Out of the whole lot, out of 4, so they had a 4% chance for each of them. That's quite phenomenal. So amazing results there. I don't know, was that equate to a 1% chance? But they something like that. I don't know how you work that maths on the multiple there, but that's pretty crazy stuff. So that's how it works, folks. So very cool news on that, and very nice. So don't forget to get into the poll at the moment. That's looking good. Now we're going to get into the results here. So we've got, at the moment, we've got 12 hours to go in the Accelerator at the moment. It's got 347.9 million AXION remaining. Starts off with 375 million. It turns over every 24 hours. And as it gets sold, you see this dial here goes down. And at the moment, 7% has been sold so far, which is about normal for this time of day. And then that's what's going on at the moment. So we'll scroll down to the bottom here. We'll actually look at the results. 32.3 million has been sold at $1,842 at the moment. And 20 million of that has been burned. So $1,141, and the BTC paid out is $319. So I understand that the actual that the changes actually took place about 11 hours ago. So I think it was pretty close to turnover. So this Bitcoin is definitely looking better than it was. Very, very cool. Now people can buy and stake through here. I typically suggest going to advanced. You can select the token that you want to use, which is on the Polygon network, so it's second layer token. So make sure that you can put the amount that you want to spend in here of that token, and then this is the key thing: stake days determines the amount of bonus you get through the accelerator. Now the minimum entry is that you must do $50,000 buy and stake through the accelerator. That's the minimum. And of course, if you want to get some bonuses, you need to do at least 350 days stake to start getting the bonuses. Longer pays better. 1 year is basically 50 days is 1%, and then 15 years is or 5,055 days is 15%, which you can see here loaded up already. So that's the key. If you do a stake between the minimum staking period is 120 days in the accelerator up to 349, and you don't get any bonus with that through the accelerator, but you do get a particle NFT, so that's of some value there, especially if you win it. So very nice. Once you stake the course, it will show up on the staking tab, and you start earning wrapped Bitcoin dividends, and that's back at 30%, which is pretty nice. And also AXION inflation is 8% per year, so you start earning AXION interest as well. The AXION is claimable at the end of the stake, just normal, but the wrapped Bitcoin dividends you can withdraw at any time. So it's pretty cool, folks. There's also big paydays coming up here as well, so you get the bonus through the accelerator. You get the big paydays if you do long enough stakes over 350 days, and of course you also get the particle NFT as well, which could be a huge windfall. On top of that, you get Bitcoin dividends. So 4 bonuses, four benefits, I guess is the best way of putting it, through the accelerator. 4 of them, it's amazing. And then of course, once you stake your AXION, you actually get a bonus of shares as well for staking. So you could call it your 5th benefit. You get 20% more shares per year, over 305%. That's what gives you the big returns that you see in here. So it's pretty nice. Very cool. Okay, so that's how we're going at the moment. So far, people have, at the bottom right here shows what people have invested. Matic's been 437 Matic, and wrapped ETH has been 0.118. USDC is $5 so far. So on Polygon, you can invest a very little amount. So it's good for little investors. And wrapped Bitcoin 0.000534. So not bad either. So that's what people have done, folks. Very nice. Let us get back in there, and let me just jump over to the thing. So we've got 7 votes so far in the poll, so that's looking pretty good too. What will you do with your increased Bitcoin dividends? Just hodl, 71% so far. Buy and stake 29%. So those are 2 popular ones there. So not too bad. All right, so we'll see how that goes as we move forward. All right, so let's jump over to, we're going to jump away from the accelerator. Obviously, when you get a particle NFT, it will show up on the NFT page. When you do a stake, it will show up on the stake page. So those 2, you'll have something on both of those. And of course, if you want to use your particle NFT, you go to Collider, put it in here, and then you set the period that you want to stake for. And obviously, the longer you'll get, the longer you stake, the more benefit you'll get. And you engage the Collider, and then you've got a 4% chance of winning, and you could get a bonus NFT up to 10 times, potentially, depending on what you got as a particle NFT, up to 10 times the size of your stake, which would be an amazing windfall. People are always after the 2x's, the 5x's, the 10x's. Well, you have a chance of getting that dream come true through the AXION accelerator. Very cool. Now, the maximum, of course, winning is 50 million AXION, which is pretty big. So, but that's pretty good chance of winning that. So those are the 3 main things: the accelerator, the Collider, the stakes, and NFTs. Those 4 there are the main platforms there that you'll interact with. There's also a launch pad, and of course we had lots of wonderful launch pads on there. But we're going to jump away to the dashboard, folks, and we're going to have a look at the overall numbers. So total supply at the moment, 357.6 billion AXION. Now 29% of that is circulating supply, but that's actually overstated because it includes the burn address. So it's got 103.9, but we know that upwards of 35.7 billion AXION has actually been bought and burned on the market through the Accelerator, which is an astounding result. About 12 billion of that was on Ethereum before we migrated about almost probably about 2.5 months ago, and the rest of it is on Polygon, which is outstanding. So we're going to go check that on the blockchain, and we'll see what that is actually what's actually burnt the last couple of days. So we're going to check that. We're up to 23.9 billion on Polygon. You can see the number there just rendering itself. That's pretty cool. So 23.9 billion and looking good. Just checking my private chats. Looks all good. So we're going to go back to the comments there. So the burn we've had since we did the last live stream, I think it was back here. So we've had a few extra burns there. Was it 51, 46, 11? Looks like what we've had, yeah, so 46, 11, and we just had 180 million. Oh my gosh, 180 million burn. That's incredible burn stake. So nice on that. That's terrific. So we're going to go post that onto the announcements there. So we're going to jump over and do our burn baby burn section. I'm not sure if Solex is in the house, but we'll see. Let's have a look here on the burn baby. We're going to go to general chat here and jump in here. Burn baby burn is on. Looks like a couple comments happening in there at the moment, so it looks like a bit of a lively chat today. Burn baby burn. Just now, wow, that's pretty amazing. Total Polygon burn now. I got not bow now. Let's have a look here. So total is 20. That's that month there. So nice. We're going to post that. And total all time is what do we say? Is something pretty huge actually. Let's have a look. Let's jump back to the dashboard there. 35.75 billion AXION. So that's pretty nice. So burn baby burn 180 million just now. We'll go. I guess we should write AXION, right? AXION, burn baby just now. Total Polygon burn now 23. So that's pretty nice, folks. Very, very cool. And we're going to do the burn on that. Burn. Oh, it's not coming up for any burn. I'm not sure what one I'm on there. Where's no burn? Give me the burn. We can do burn. All right. So no burn, really? No fire? Oh, fire. Yeah, I'm after fire, not burn. So cool. And we're going to put a little fire on there too. Let's go for gold. And fire. All right, so cool. So that's looking very cool, folks. So doing pretty well on that, and loving it. So that's a really great burn at the moment on that one. So looking good, super good. So I don't know who else is in the chat there. Ruckus Prana. Hey Prana, good to see you. So it's going pretty nicely, folks. That's a major burn, 180 million. That's a pretty big burn. That's from a burn stake. So that's pretty exciting to see. As well. So nice. All right, so that's going good. Let's jump out of the AXION Accelerator. This is the portal. Now, all the links in the video description. This is the link to the AXION staking portal. This is the main platform, and obviously you can do all the functions over there. You can buy and stake through the Accelerator. That's where you get the most bonuses. A lot better than going through SushiSwap because you don't get any of the bonuses through there. And also it buys and stakes in one go, which is pretty cool. And it's a fraction of a penny on Polygon. So that's the other benefit there. Let's jump over to the AXION.network website. So if you want to looking to invest in AXION, you need to do your investment due diligence. So check out AXION.network. If you have any questions after that, of course, get onto Telegram or Discord, and there's moderators to help you out there 24/7. Plus, you can log a support ticket in Discord if you need extra help as well. So pretty nice. But it's got the roadmap, white paper, how to buy, Accelerator, Collider, news, Launchpad. It's got all the latest in here, and very, very cool. It's got all the social media at the top there, and of course you can get that 24/7 help even on the website, or you can jump into Discord, and got all these people that will help you out. So it's pretty nice indeed. So lots of good stuff to read up there. So check that out. On the main page too is a calculator here, just to take into account that it has some a conditionality to it. So obviously the Accelerator needs to sell out, things like that. So just take that into account when you're reviewing that. Otherwise, good to go. Very nice. Now, a lot of the stuff on the main page, you'll see a lot of the main projects, some of the launch partners, some of the key products like the AXION Accelerator or the Collider. Those things will be there. So very, very cool. All right, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to this channel as well, because that's what we're going to be covering about through 2022. So pretty nice. Let's jump over and look at the AXION price in the market. And of course, this is on CC Swap, which is on the Polygon network, and so you can trade, buy, and sell AXION on there. We're going to have a look at the price. It is in ETH on the Polygon network, so we're going to check that out. Let's just wait for this to pop up. So it looks like the price is quadruple 05735. Quadruple 05735 is the price at the moment. So we're going to full screen this, and we're going to have a look at the actual chart itself. So it's going to be good. All right, so there we are, folks. So we're at quadruple 05735. This is the hourly chart. Looks like we had a pump too. We had a pump at quadruple 0609. Which is pretty nice. So we had a little pumper going on in here, and I hadn't actually seen the chart before this, so that's really cool. So if we come back 24 hours to here, we were here, and we're up. We were up actually 13%. We're still up 8%. That's really good. I just wonder whether the bottom is truly in now. We've been trying to call it for some time. But we knew that there was a lot of sell resistance. The reason why is because AXION at the beginning had a Bitcoin free claim that went through particularly hit in November, and a lot of people had stakes coming out there, and you could free claim up to 10 million AXION in that. So that was an issue. The other thing, of course, is that we had a lot of people hold on through and got a bit fatigued as well through the year as the team got AXION on the right track, and it's been a good run now. So we may have very much got the bottom. We've got this nice big curve in here. See this big curve? So that's probably the case as well. So not sure if I've got a path here curve. Maybe this curve. Not sure if that's gonna. We've got this curve going on here. Let me just pull this up. Hopefully that will. Let me see. Hopefully this will come in there like that. So you can see the curve, and maybe we're bottoming out here as well. So I don't know what you think. Let me know in the chat what you think about that. I think that curve is starting to really round out. We may have very much finally got to this bottom here. Maybe that is the case. It does look like that. And of course, when the market went down quite dramatically, AXION held up reasonably well when the market pulled down. So yeah, this quadruple 705 seems to be a pretty good period. We've got a nice little green candle today, so it's going to be interesting to see that play out. So let me know in the chat or after the video if you've got any comments on that. So very, very cool. This here was the 29th, was the big payday, and of course people front run it. We had a really good launch price on Polygon. It was up at 00035, which is about halfway from the all-time high, and then unfortunately we had a lot of people sitting on a lot of volume, which has been one of the issues in AXION. Was that a lot of people at the beginning got a lot of volume for rather low cost, and some of those big whales ended up selling out early and taking a lot of the money out of the liquidity pool. So AXION's had to recover there. It's also had to change its tokenomics. So previously the Bitcoin amounts were too high versus the market burn. We also had venture capital auctions, which were okay, but they started to have a negative cycle as well with recycling, and before that was a standard auction. So we've had a bit of a journey, but since Polygon, we've actually reorganized the tokenomics, and the products on the platform are pretty good. So it's just a bit more tweaking, I think, but I think that we're starting to get there with this curve. It's just starting to pan out here, and maybe this is the bottom. Maybe this is the best time to buy. It's going to be interesting to see where that plays out. But definitely quadruple 05, you can pick up a ton of AXION at the moment. So pretty cool. We've probably may even had a little bit of exhaustion. It's always hard to tell exhaustion from the big holders on page 1 of the Polygon scan. You know, the people holding 200 million, 300 million. There's a lot less of them. A lot of them have sold out. But there are still some around. So it's just hard to know how they play out their things. I mean, so it'll be something interesting to see. But if we get some more new investors buying that sort of amount, 200 million, 300 million, and staking diamond hands, then that could be really, really positive. Now, AXION does have the best staking stats in crypto, and I should know because I cover all the main certificate deposit projects, including Hex and including Wise token. So the stats are #1 for the longest stakers. No one has as long a stake as AXION does overall. So it is pretty impressive. Something like 8 years versus 6 years in Hex and 2.7 years in Wise, which isn't too great for Wise, even though there's some good products there, potentially some good ones coming out this year. So interesting stuff there. All right, so yeah, that's interesting on the price. So let's have a look. I don't know if we've got more stats on there. They have changed the layout here on Dex Tools. Let's have a look here. Total liquidity $250,000 US, and that's really been planned by the team, so it's pretty good. And that the daily volume 26,900. So it's still on the low side. It's a very good time for buyers, if any. And what else we got going? I think that was it on there. Market cap is 4.5 million at the moment, so it definitely seems like a good opportunity, if any. We used to pretty much sit around about 8 to 10 million for quite a while. We even got over 30 million for some time as well, but it really just depends at the moment. So cool. Now, obviously, I got here Luxy as well. Luxy is one of the launch partners on AXION. That looks like it's done pretty well. It's up at 17.5 cents. So that's been one of the successful launches through AXION. So in addition to AXION, of course, is the opportunity for getting into some projects really early. Luxy is one of those. Securitance is another one. And we've also, at the moment, the team itself, as a development team, is working on new projects, the big one being Warp, and that has been super successful. So we might as well jump from that here into the Warp and go have a look at that. So we're going to jump over to the Warp on Discord, and you can see that this is growing fantastically, and they've used some of the same marketing tactics as AXION's primary with the gorillas. They've got their own team over there, and they've already reached 13,800 people on the Warp project. So this is not launched yet. It's coming up. You see launch date to be advised, but understand it's going to be January. So that's going to be pretty huge. And this has some synergy with AXION and the wider ecosystem. So very, very cool. It's got Twitter follows 13,300. So this is going really good. And of course, it really is gamified DeFi. You got spaceships. You go and you have to buy a spaceship, and then you have to buy the 3 different parts of that and fuel that spaceship. You have to race to the planets, and you get the best APY. You start basically, is the way I understand it basically works. So very, very cool. The Warp Metaverse is a very, very cool thing. Now, they had a big announcement here as well. They've got this big one here. Let's get beefy. We're going Lightspeed with Warp's official partner with beefy.finance. There's quite a lot of partnerships coming into this, which is pretty nice. What better than a metaverse, a multi-chain metaverse? That's what's better. And here we're headed there with engines full speed, thanks to our partnership with Beefy, the Beefy Financial official team, and the Beefy Starship fleet. We're welcoming the amazing Beefy community into Warp's metaverse, opening up further DeFi partnerships that will grow our collective ecosystems into a multi-chain powerhouse. Beefy Finance and their Beefy token have revolutionized multi-chain yield farming. With Beefy, you can safely and efficiently earn compound interest on your tokens holdings with a great APY and multi-chain vaults. So some interesting partners there with other DeFi projects. And you got the websites for that. Although Warp is not launching with a token integration with BeFi, the sky is the limit when it comes to our communities and ecosystems can align going forward. So they're trying to get the synergies with these partnerships, pretty cool, including the Beefy faction in season 2 and exclusive opportunities available only to upcoming Beefy Planet. And don't forget, awesome winnable Beefy Starship. So a very nice way of adding on through the planetary system inside the Warp universe is pretty cool. We'll be doing some AMAs with the Beefy community, so nice. So give them a warm welcome. So nice. So some really cool stuff there. Here is some of the artwork here with these spaceships and I guess the Beefy fleet, the multi-chain yield fleet has arrived. So it looks like a lot of fun there. Getting some really good likes. Look at almost 500 likes here on that one there. So not pretty good attention there. There's also 24 hours left to vote for the Warp Starship art competition. So very cool on that, and looks like there'll be some winners around that as well. So that looks pretty good as well. Look some of the artwork there. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty visual way of doing DeFi, decentralized finance, mining the APY. Looks pretty interesting, and of course the Warp is going to come to announcement soon. So that's a pretty cool, quick update there. We're going to do some full coverage on Warp in due course, but that's it for the moment. B says can't wait for Warp. Big fan of Luxy as well. Yeah, me too, B. and I think that's going to be pretty cool. The AXION wider, I call it the wider AXION ecosystem, really is expanding. Of course, AXION's world-class staking ecosystem is a key part of that. So nice synergies happening all across the board. I hope they all do well, says Prana. Absolutely. So let's get into, I wanted to follow on to some of Pullen's comments today. So we're going to hunt Pullen in Discord. Pullen, of course, is the marketing director for AXION. So we're going to check out some of those. I'm going to go back here in time because I think that Pullen's probably made a couple of good comments today. It's always good to look at the marketing director to get some insights into what's happening behind the scenes. So we're going to jump onto that, and hopefully we'll see a few things here. Let's have a look. I think maybe it's another page. Let's have a look. I'm going to jump through here. Let's have a look here. Yesterday here, so I think I might have gone back a bit too far here. Let's have a look. Yep, so I got a bit far behind here, so we're going to go back one more page, and we're going to hunt down these couple comments that I thought were pretty interesting from the marketing director. So here's one of the first updates. So this is pretty cool. So if you missed this, is a good way of picking it up. All in good time. We have a big to-do list. It is an AXION, of course, in progress currently. So they're going to do a website revamp of the AXION website, which is cool. They're going to do tutorial videos. So nice. Now, Galaxy Stakes, we've been waiting for that for a little while. They had a little hold up. I think it was around a legal issue. I can't remember now. Trying to get things aligned on that anyway. Or was it the Galaxy stuff? Something it was holding that up. So anyway, Galaxy Stakes are coming. It's going to be cool. So basically, every single person's stake that's in the AXION platform is going to have their own visual galaxy. It's going to be pretty nice, and also mintable as an NFT, a non-fungible token. So that's very exciting. And that may in the future open up a secondary market with tradable stakes as well. We'll see whether that second part fits in with the tokenomics or not, especially around deflation in the tokenomics. So cool. In the background behind that, we're working on new partnerships to do exactly what you have said there. So let's have a look at what the crypto hodl said. We should reach out to other staking communities, acquire new wallets, get these buy-ins, announce a major announcement, get us trending above, and people will FOMO back in. We head towards all-time highs. So there we are. That's pretty cool. So that's something, a really cool insight from the AXION marketing director. Big shout out to Pullen, and everybody's behind you. Go for gold on that. We're looking forward to that for sure. What else we've got? We've got a couple other things going on here. So here's something around centralized exchanges. This was something that was on the roadmap end of last year that didn't quite come to fruition because they're probably still working on it. But they're talking about centralized exchanges. So we are not listed on an exchange currently, only on SushiSwap on Polygon Network, but we are working towards centralized exchange listing. So that's pretty cool to see that. And so that's something that people have been looking forward to. So there's a bit of a roadmap there. So nice. There's a couple of comments around the accelerator that you have to have 50,000, stuff like that. So a few comments there. Seen a couple of new people coming into the AXION Discord today, so that was really nice to see that. So welcome to all the new investors and people just exploring AXION. Very, very cool. And let's have a look at what else we got here. So just a question around the calculator there. Obviously the buyback announcement, talked about that. What else we got going here? I think that might have been it for the highlights. So there's some pretty good things coming from the marketing director there. And yeah, this was around the tokenomics and the buy and burn. So this is something around there. It's not clear cut. There's a lot of arguments both ways, but the main point I was trying to show in the video, that's the video that we talked about at the beginning of the live stream, is that the way it was set up since launch in March was far too low. So 18% AXION buybacks and 66% wrap Bitcoin, and is one of the major reasons we were in a downtrend for so long. There is a couple of reasons, but that's the probably one of the bigger ones. I think ultimately at the beginning, the way the tokens were distributed at the beginning, and for all of those that were here back at the beginning, you know what I'm talking about. Switching it to 55% AXION buyback and burn has helped massively, but increasing it a bit could help. So I have a feeling that the marketing director would like to increase the buyback and burn just a little bit more for 55%. So that'd be 55% AXION buyback and burn. maybe lifting that a little bit, maybe 60, 65 possibly is where maybe he's thinking. And of course, obviously that offset with that is either the wrap Bitcoin divs, which is 30%, or the AXION team, which is 15%. So we've got to get the right balance in there, because obviously we want funds to fund in through to a marketing team. We definitely want that marketing budget and staffing to be covered to some degree. Even if the software teams are working on other projects like Warp, you've got to keep up that sort of marketing communication side of it as well. So trying to get the right balance there. Very, very cool. So that was some of the highlights there, folks, from that. I think there's a couple. Oh, here's another one. This is the fourth one. This is the fourth insight at the beginning as well. So we'll have a look at this one. So this is around, obviously, one of the items was doing some how-to videos, which are very important for people to onboard into AXION and understand how it works, especially for new people into crypto. I have some new videos coming out, 9 in the works at the moment, so it's pretty cool. Now, Pullen is fantastic at doing how-to videos. He's got a beautiful voice. And hey, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean it too loud, but he's got a great voice, and away he goes. So, but I should probably add a 10th one just to cover AXION as a whole and explain the tokenomics. So very cool to see that happening. I'm going to give that some likes myself. And so yeah, tutorial how to set up MetaMask software crypto wallet, tutorial how to get the Polygon network to MetaMask and how to add funds. These are all very important. Tutorial how to set up a new Ledger hardware wallet and connect it to MetaMask. These are very popular in the YouTube algorithms. People are looking for these. Tutorial how to buy AXION on SushiSwap, how to buy AXION using the Accelerator, and then of course how to keep your crypto wallet safe and avoid scams. So related to all these. How to stake or unstake AXION. And then how to claim your Bitcoin dividends from AXION Network. We all love doing that one, claiming the Bitcoins. Now, it's super cheap to do it on Polygon. Man, if you're on Ethereum and you want to get some super cheap, super fast, Polygon is a great place to be. And, of course, AXION is the premier certificate of deposit, as we call it, supercharged certificate deposit on Polygon. So really cool to get those wrap Bitcoin dividends as well. How to win up to 10x your money with the Collider. So these are really good videos. So hats off. I've got my cap on, but hats off to Pullen, the marketing director, for looking at that. So that's looking forward to that. Very excited. Now, I think that is the end of it. Yeah, very, very cool. Now, he's showing out one of his videos that he actually did migrating MetaMask wallets into a Ledger hardware wallet. 98,000 views he's had on that. So you see that's super successful. So that's on AXION official YouTube. You can find that channel on the channels tab, of course. And they're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty good. So well done to them for that. So nice. All right, so let's get into stuff. We've got Jonathan in the house. Superman is a real one. Thanks for all your hard work, brother. Hey, Jonathan, a pleasure and great to see you in the chat as always. And yeah, just starting to ramp up. You can sort of see just coming back into the new year, starting to wrap up the stuff. We're going to try and do a lot of new content on this channel and so a few other surprises around there I don't want to talk about until we do it, but looking to do that as well. And definitely trying to up the grade. B says higher percentage buyback means better price appreciation, more wrap Bitcoin dividends. That does, it works in that positive cycle. I agree with you. And I think that's where Pullen, the marketing director, is heading with that. And of course, if you watch the video in the announcements, that's kind of what he's trying to apply. There is the other side of course, we do need to get much better at attracting new investors, and maybe some of the marketing budget needs to be, some of the sales channel needs to be refined in my view. I have provided some of that feedback, so I definitely think that's important. I think the team's sort of getting their head around that as well, potentially. So that's a cool thing too. Listen, what else you did say? I'm just going to come back to let me post this up. This helps to control runaway inflation, which was a major issue magnified by VCA auctions. Put out a video on that. Yes, that's correct. So there's 1 or 2 videos that Pullen's done it, which is really appreciated by the community. That is the sort of logic that we need, that sort of rationale. I like the modeling a lot. But once again, that's one side of it. There are a couple of features that we need to work on a bit more. And obviously, the sales pipeline, I think, is very important too. So I have provided some feedback on that. Very cool. All right. I also think that possibly we should even look at just a little bit of referrals back in the system. Typically, projects that have done referrals, you got to get the referrals right, not too high, of course, but those are typically those projects typically do very well. So we may think about, that one idea is to introduce that at a modest referral amount is also something that could be very good. So there's some pretty cool announcements, pretty cool insights from Pullen, just picking up some of his key stuff. Now, that's, I really enjoy that. So hats off and it's good to see Pullen is very active in the Discord now. Obviously back from holidays and also a bit of recovery, so it's great to see Pullen in the house. Also Actified, big shout out to Actified for what you're doing. Dead Poet, getting out there. Very cool to see you guys in the chat as well. And I'm sure there's a few others there that I haven't mentioned, but great stuff. All right, so I think that was it on there on the price. So the price is looking pretty delish as well to pick up, especially if you're a buyer. We're just going to jump over to the AXION today dashboard. We're going to have a quick look at some of the activities on there. So bear with me, folks. We're going to jump over to. I think we're going to go to the overview. So there's currently 703 billion shares in the market. So this is another area that want to work on getting the deflation down on that. So that's the other thing. But let's jump over to the activity as well. So I love this activity. I haven't got this, folks. This is the AXION.today activity board. I'll post that in the chat just in case you want to check it out, add it to your favorites there. So that's in the chat there. And basically this here has all the activity in the AXION ecosystem, which is beautiful. And hats off to T Daly for putting most of this together, I believe. I don't think Green Guy may be involved, I'm not sure. So hats off to Green Guy, but definitely T Daly's done a lot of hooking up work there. So we got all the different types of sizes of investors, but all the activities there, new stakes, cashing out Bitcoin. Very, very cool, very transparent. Of course, very cool completed stakes coming out. Lots of very cool stuff. People that go into the accelerator, it's got all that in here, and also particle people that have gone through the collider or with their particle NFT, they get that of course as a bonus when they buy and stake in the accelerator. So that's looking really cool. You can get a 3x multiplier. These are actually pretty good multipliers. You can get a 4x. So this person here was extremely lucky. I mean, this you got a 4% chance of winning. Of course, that's a big X return on your initial investment straight off the bat. So this is a little fishier, but look, they were successful in 1 and successful in 2. So they would have been very happy, I believe. Yeah, so very well done. Hats off to them for that. So it's a little a fish size one. But there's lots of cool stuff going on there. As you can see, people staking for 15 years. That's a stake there. And very cool. So it's really AXION's opened up investing to the whole world. No matter how much you're earning, people can get on Polygon and invest $10 and make a return on that $10 is very, very cool. And obviously sometimes that money can be a week's wages in some places. So it's really is quite neat. This really AXION's helped open that up on Polygon, super fast, super cheap, with really good potential APR returns on there. Earning your AXION interest and all the bonuses that go on there, as well as wrap Bitcoin dividends potential. So very, very cool. Looks there's one of our big burns that was here before, buyback burn, 4.7 million there. So some really nice stuff happening in there. So I won't go too many of those, but that's really the way if you want to see all the activity happening in AXION outside of Sushi Swap, where market buys and sells, then that's where you should go to the AXION today dashboard. Very nice. All right, so I think that's that for that. Obviously, we've also got the Luxy Discord, so we're going to have a look at that. So Luxy's got a few things going on there. So important Luxy do list. It's time to stock up and build some rewards. So buy Luxy, farm Luxy. So it's pretty cool. Of obviously another launch partner through AXION. So very, very nice. And they're doing their thing. So it's looking really good. Now, Luxy is a NFT marketplace. Just to let you know that. And they've got lots of AMA stuff going there as they ramp up as well. So looking good. So lots of stuff happening in the space around in the wider AXION ecosystem and with strategic partners as well. So very, very cool. Well, not strategic partners, launch partners. Let me be specific about that. But pretty nice. I think Luxy is a bit of a strategic partner in some regards because you can put your NFTs on that platform. So nice. So that's going pretty good. Let us jump back out here. Let's have a quick look on the social media. We're going to check out on AXION Twitter. Now, AXION has a Twitter army, and man, it's run by Fixation. It's got at least 30 gorillas in that, doing a wonderful job. And this shows you AXION just stepping up on the sales and marketing, which is one of the key pillars, I think, for 2022, is the sales and marketing channel. So very, very cool. Now they've posted a couple of tweets, got Axion Network, and a lot of these tweets get supported by the gorillas as well. They also target influencers out there on Twitter, so it's pretty nice. So Axion, it's a work of art. I like that. So got a nice picture there. Piece of art. That'd be pretty cool. We should actually get one of those maybe up near the Mona Lisa there in Paris or something. That'd be pretty cool. Which gas fees are you paying? So obviously on Axion, you're not paying ETH fees. ETH fees are crazy right now. ETH fees are just insane-o, the braino. So it costs you a lot of money just to transfer on Ethereum at the moment. It's just insane. But on Polygon, of course, it's less than 3 cents pretty much. It's a fraction of a penny in most cases. It really is super cheap. Whereas on Ethereum, $15 for an approved Axion spend, up to $23 if you're paying 60 Gwei on a Sen token. Trading Uniswap $38. That's actually generally been higher than it now. Getting under 100 Gwei on Ethereum these days is pretty lucky. Got to get just a bit of luck on that one. And unstake Axion, the old Axion unstaking was very high. Now it's a fraction. So this really is a great environment for investing and staking and certificate deposit. Really is quite cool. Bitcoin recruiting, of course, you're going to earn Bitcoin dividends backed up to 30% again. So it's nice. So people are going to enjoy that as well. What else we got going here? The Axion Friday is on. Obviously, lots of social stuff happening on Telegram and on Discord, run by 2 different leadership teams there for that. And of course, on Telegram, it's run here by they've got Eski on here at the moment, but that's looking pretty good. And of course, on Discord, it's run by Fixation. So nice. What else we got going here? We got the particle collision here. So this one was successful. So you get into that if you get a particle. Once you buy and stake in the accelerator, you get a particle NFT. You can go use it in a collider, potentially with a 10x returns. It's pretty mad awesome. The world's biggest Axion staking platform. So pretty nice. I love this. The world's best staking ecosystem lives on Polygon. Axion is a better way to crypto. So very, very cool. And once again, it's just like anything. Once you get more buyers than sellers, then the price starts moving up. That's it. That's as simple as it. So you got to work on the supply side, you got to work on the buy side, and then the price discount. That's true for every project on the planet. It's just the way it goes. So very cool. Every week, what's this one here? Every week, more adoption. Hashtag Bitcoin. Yeah, obviously Bitcoin's getting a lot more adoption too. Do something today and do something today that your future self will thank you for. And of course, Axion has paid out of 170 Bitcoin to stakers since March. So nice last year. Stake Axion, earn Bitcoin. I love that. That's cool. So looking good there. So lots of cool updates there, folks. I'm not going to read them all, but some really nice updates there. And then today, this is the last one today. I don't know. I keep pulling the picture up, but I'm trying to get the actual words. Will they teach about it next? Hashtag Bitcoin and stake Axion, earn Bitcoin was also up today. So keeping the message consistent. Stake Axion, earn Bitcoin, and of course that's the golden goose, right? That's the golden goose, and reaching out to that Bitcoin market as well. So nice, some stake and bake Axion. Yeah, very, very cool. So some nice posts there from the team. And big hats off to them. So let's get in the chat there. Wakanda says, you got to be on crack to be using ETH. Insano and the brainer. I know ETH is crazy high, folks, at the moment. Polygon is really, really cool and super fast, super cheap. And of course, you got the Axion is the big super certificate deposit on that platform. So very, very cool. And expanding, as you can see, expanding into new growth opportunities. Obviously, there's a synergy with these teams, particularly a war chest has kind of been the main connection there. So very, very nice on that. So big hats off. We're going to give some likes to the old warp there. So if you've actually picked up, Axion was offered through a lot of the 505 stakers, I think was an initial round, so they're able to pick up quite a few of these ships at a discount, which was pretty nice to the Axion holders. So you can see lots of perks happened there for that. So nice. All right, let us have a look here. I think that's probably it. Where we're going there. Let's go to general. Don't forget to get on the Discord, of course. Let's have a look at Pauline's got some stuff here. Refreshed home page is coming along nicely. Let's have a look. So there it is there. How much could I earn? Nice. So got that as well. So looking good there. All right, very cool. We've got totaling up to a potential 47%. I'd like this is looking beautiful. I would like them to flash out the APR on here. I think that's very important. So I might talk to them about fleshing out that APR. I think that breakdown is probably the most crucial one that people want to look at. People typically are chasing APY, APR yields, and that's the thing. So it'd be nice to get a little bit breakdown on this. But this is looking very, very nice on here at the moment. So you got about how to buy, Accelerator, Collider, News, Launchpad. So nice updates there. They got I get a quote page, so that's interesting. I wonder if that just jumps you over to the Accelerator there. Nice. All right, very cool. All right, so I think that's about it there. Let's have a look here. So we've got Crypto Casinos in the house. At work, popped on to say hi. Hey, Crypto Casino, great to see you, and a big shout out to Crypto Casino. I hope you got that nice McDonald's coffee. And hi, CC says Prana. Hey, Prana, very, very cool. So if you haven't subscribed to Crypto Casino's channel, go over to the channels tab. You can find Crypto Casino. Go subscribe to Crypto Casino. Very cool. He's doing some wonderful work around promoting AXION and talking about AXION launch partners as well. So very nice. So yeah, cool. All right. So looks like marketing director is kicking some butt in the old AXION Discord. Great to see. That's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want. Very, very nice. And to see that. So very, very cool. All right, let us. We're going to look to. I think I've covered everything I was going to cover today. Let's have a quick look at Nomics and see how the market's going. We're going to check that out too. Let's jump over there, and yeah, 2.13 trillion on the global market cap at the moment on Nomics. Bitcoin at 42,800. Man, it's been quite a retrace, isn't it? Ethereum at 3,200. Binance at 484. Cardano at 151. What else we got going? We've got Solana at $143, XRP at $76, Terra at 83, and Hex at number 10 at 21.5 cents. So those are the top 10 at the moment, folks. And so the market has had a significant pullback, but AXION's actually relatively, even though it's near its low point, it actually looks like it's held up fairly well against that onslaught of the market. So nice. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the first one for the week. We're going to be back on probably Wednesday night, so my time. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We're probably going to be trying to, at this stage, do every 2 days, but we're going to try and do some pre-recorded videos as well between those times. So I look forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Once again, thanks to AXION Token channel members. Big shout out to you. Thanks for the moderators, Prana, and thanks to everybody watching. Do appreciate it. Get into Discord, folks. Express yourself. And get involved, spread the word about AXION, about Warp, about all the other stuff in the ecosystem. It was very exciting. 2022 is going to rock, and we're going to keep building up. The gorillas are doing a great job on social media, on Twitter, and of course the YouTubers, Crypto Casino, myself, and a couple others are going to be really ramping it up. So it's going to be a lot of fun there as well. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Let me just sign off here. Thanks for watching, and there we are. Let me find the old catch law here. Yeah, if you have any feedback, of course, get into Discord or Telegram, as I say. The team, will appreciate that for sure. So Prana says, thanks, Superman. Take care. Crypto Casinos, take care all, absolutely, and go, go, go. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to post some little emojis. You know how I like to roll. We're going to post those and take care out there. All right, Prana retracted their message. Let's finish the poll first. Let's see what the poll results are. I'm trying to find, going to try and finish the poll. Let me see if I can actually end this poll because it's I can't see the whole poll screen. Let me have a look here. Where's the poll going? You can do it. Let me go to the top here. I can actually end the poll here. Let's see what that is. Very, very cool. Hey, we're coming up not too bad. 52 minutes. Normally I do about an hour. So Prana says go 2022. I like that, Prana. I love that. That's very, very cool. Polls coming up, folks. Let us see what's going. What will you do with your increased Bitcoin divs? Just HODL 72%. Buy and stay AXION, buy Accelerator 18%. Sell for something else 9%, and buy more AXION on SushiSwap 0%. And that was 11 votes. So I do appreciate that. Actually, we might post that on the Discord. Why not? Let's go. We not typically post these for fun. Let's get on there and post that before we go. Let me get in there, and we're going to jump on to Discord, and let's have a look here. What do I normally say? I think I say today's fun live show poll results. Nice. All right, so cool. That is looking good, folks. I will catch you on Discord. Of course, if you want to DM me, hashtag 9055 Superman in Discord, or just leave a comment after one of the videos, and you can get in touch with me there. Very, very cool. All right, let me post that. Nice. We'll post a little of that one too. All right, take care now. Bye for now. See you in the next one. Bye. You know what I'm saying. Bye. All right, see ya.